Okay, hello. This is going to be scene 2 from Breakup Business. I'm going to break down exactly how it looked in camera and how it ended up looking in the final grade, and hopefully pass on some information as to how we did it. So I thought this would be kind of interesting. This is something I always wanted to see, was essentially a before and after while a film has gone through finishing. So let's take a look. This is scene number 2 from Breakup Business. All right, so these two wake up in a hotel room. As you can see, that it was a overcast day, which kind of worked. But the scene preceding this is supposed to be a sunny day. So it's kind of a challenge this is on like the 8th floor, 9th floor of a hotel. We can't put any lamps outside. This was an actual room that John rented for this film. It was very small. This room might have been 10 by 10, something like that. So the majority of what you're seeing here is the practicals, which we left on to give a little bit of shape, a little bit of color separation to the room, and a 1K daylight Fresnel bouncing into a bounce board and attempting to play as soft room light coming back into the room. So here you see the practicals on, and John leaves. There's nothing out here. I just had him stand directly under one of the fixtures in the ceiling, so we got enough quality light on his face where we didn't need to bring anything in. So yeah, this is a short little scene. Difficult scene to shoot because of time. There's never enough time. So there you have it. That's the scene. So let's go back and break this down. The 1K is bouncing into a 4x4 B-board screen, like just off screen right. And you'll see here that the practical behind Jacqueline, which would be behind her head, we left off to give some shape to this shot. And as we play it here, John wakes up. We move the camera directly over his head, shoot straight down. No lighting changes here. We basically popped this 1K practical or 1K lamp and just let it illuminate the scene. So here, same thing. The light behind Jackie is off. John is illuminated by the lamp, the practical lamp to the left. And as he falls, he wakes her up. Oh, practical's on. The practical's on. But we needed it to give that room a little bit of shape. There's not a little room to work with. And she looked much, much nicer with the practical illuminating her. And her key, actually, there is another practical that we just moved in, threw some diffusion on. And that was her key light. Yep. Gotta go. Now, once this scene went to color, there was some conversation about what were we going to do to drop the room tone down. John didn't want it warm. And it made more sense to really play the cool daylight streaming in on him mostly, and then let the warm practicals play on Jackie. So if we go back again to the beginning here, this scene is more or less about John realizing that what he's doing it's fun, but it's not really making him happy. It's not making his life any better, so to speak. So we drop the temperature of the room down a little bit to play up that isolation and the kind of overall cold vibe that John kind of has. And we left Jackie a little bit warmer. But again, this is a short little scene that introduces John's kind of turmoil with himself. So leaving it warm, it may have looked a little bit better, but dropping the temperature down a little bit, adding back that contrast, worked better for his character and what his character was going through. So although it's very light when you watch the film, I mean, there's there's comedy music going throughout here, and it's a funny scene. The comedy is funny, but the look needed to be appropriate for what his character is going through and choosing to do. So that's it. That's the breakdown on this one. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next one.